Okay, so I'm using Max Cherry Pencil to outline the scars, and you just need a few things that is actually going too fast for me to talk. You need a spatula, that is the Ben Nye Scar and Bruise, I mean, no, that's the Bruise and Abrasion kit. You need Spirit Gum, which I'm putting on my face right now. You could use a red lipstick or red face paint. You have to let the spirit gum dry so it can get like tacky so that you can apply the scar wax, which I have, and that spatula I got from Amazon. It's actually a set. I want to say it came from like some dental seller, but you know, they're all the same thing pretty much. So I'm just applying that like as a thick goop all over my face. And then you also have to let that dry. Now, the Joker scars, from what I saw, they were pretty uneven. One was pretty straight across, and one was like kind of like up. For those of you who don't know, Batman is probably one of my all-time favorite comic book heroes. Mostly because, you know, he was human and he didn't have any special powers. He was just really smart and he had money and had cool things. So once the scar wax, you know, kind of got a little dry, I took the other end of my spatula and kind of like traced, not traced, but like dug a line in between. And you probably see me just looking around. I was actually looking at a picture of Heath Ledger as the Joker, trying to see what I was going to do. I was just testing out because like I have two dark black eyeshadows. That one is the Inglot one, which is number 63, and I wanted to make sure it was black enough. And then that is just my Mayron face paint that I'm just applying with the sponge. It's actually kind of better to apply this with water because when you like if you wet your sponge, I mean, and then like use the face paint, it just goes on better. I find, but I didn't use it in this tutorial. This was actually my first time ever doing a Halloween tutorial, and I just wanted to see how it was going to come out. I mean, I think it came out pretty well. So I'm just keep applying it over my face and to kind of like get rid of all the little squares left over from the sponge that were on my face. And I took some of my white Ben Nye clown powder, just a light dusting of it because Heath Ledger's makeup, it wasn't like consistent. It wasn't like, you know, necessarily perfect or, you know, all over his face. That's also, what is that? That's my feline eyeliner because you wanted to make your eyes look really, really, really dark. And then just continuing with the black from the Ben Nye Bruise and Abrasions color wheel. And it doesn't have to be neat. It's not supposed to be neat at all. It's supposed to be rather sloppy. You put it over your eyebrows and all that good stuff. And then you just go back in with the black to make everything darker and touch up anything and make it look really sloppy. Now, for me, I found it hard to like make the wrinkles and stuff on my face that he had because like I don't know, because you know my forehead is kind of large and his was actually kind of large too. But like I can't really make those lines on my forehead like by scrunching it up, and that's why throughout the video you'll see me like trying to scrunch up stuff and just like it just looks kind of weird. You just like what the hell? I was getting pissed off. So like throughout the video, I was trying to find different ways to make this stuff look not perfect and scrunched up. And then at the end of the video, once I finished recording everything, I pretty much was kind of like I should have just took, you know, a damp baby wipe and then put some lines or whatever on my forehead to make it look like that. But nonetheless, you guys get the idea, so you can always do that. What is that? That is L'Oreal's Red Revival, I think. I don't know. But I just put that on my lips because I didn't want sorry. I didn't want to use the paint on my lips necessarily. I used it a little bit on the edges. But yeah, just blending, not blending, but like placing it inside the scar and outside the scar. I also use a little bit of black in there, and I even use a little bit of my dark red blood just to make it look, you know, not so bright, you know. But I didn't even get to that part yet. But yeah, so I'm just continuing sponging things on me. This tutorial is actually pretty easy, so it's not really even like going to take you a long time to do it. But when you're filming stuff, it seems like everything takes forever. I posted this picture on Instagram and my friend said I was sick. Yeah, I just kept using my black and going over stuff and still using the white face powder to get my desired effect. I feel like you don't really get the effect until your hair is out. I was not spraying my hair green. I was not, because I kind of just washed it like a couple days ago. So I was not doing that. But then I have to wash that out. And, I'm not doing all that. Could have bought a wig though, but nah, that's too much. Oh, what I use for those lines? I use concrete to make those lines on my forehead and to make it look. You just have to look like you wore this makeup for like days and days and days, and you just went to sleep and woke up and was just like, all right, let me go about my life and just wear this makeup all day. It's funny because I actually have to go to the store and I have to wipe all the stuff off my face, which is not going to be fun because with the spirit gum, make sure if you buy spirit gum, you also buy spirit gum remover because you can't just take it off like wiping it off. It doesn't come off that easily. So what is that? Yeah, I took some of the black from the bruise and abrasion kit to just deepen up my scar. Deepening up my scar. And then the whole time I'm looking at the picture, looking at myself, looking at the picture, looking at myself, like, dang, like I'm hoping this is coming out right. And then I used some of, like I said, the red dark blood. A lot of this stuff came, I already had Halloween makeup from last year, or it came with my Ben Nye. I think it's either the starter kit or the student kit. I don't really know what it's called. And just mess up my hair further and make it look crazy because this hair obviously wasn't like done. Just add a little bit more white paint. And that's pretty much it.